welcome to the 29th Kiwanis Brogren Christie Awards. This event was started on the suggestion of Judge Tim Hicks, who prior to going into the law profession had worked as a teacher, and he noticed that a lot of service clubs would honor top athletes, would honor valedictorians, but there wasn't really anybody honoring some students who overcame a little obstacle in their life in order to have a successful high school career. Now, they still might be a top athlete or still might be a valedictorian, but that doesn't really matter to us. What matters to us is that they overcame something to have success and hopefully continue to have success the rest of their lives. The award was named in honor of two members of the club. Paul Brogren, who was a longtime member of our club and provided a lot of service in this community and service to this club, and Dr. Bob Christie, who is in attendance here with us today, who also has been a longtime member of the club and did a lot of service for our club, for this community, and including some service activities down in Honduras that he's been involved with. And again, welcome to our event. Enjoy your food, and we'll get going with things shortly.
My name is David Cummings. I've been a member of the Muskegon Kiwanis Club for about 13 years. I moved to Muskegon, was looking for things to be active in. I found this club. My brother-in-law was a member of this club for many, many years. I was kind of hoping that he would make it today, but it looks like he had other commitments, so he cannot be here either. Kevin shared with you a little while ago a little bit about our Brogren Christie Scholarship Award, and he had mentioned that Judge Hicks was here generally every year, and unfortunately, due to other commitments, he couldn't be here this year, so other Kiwanians obviously get called upon to help out with this, so I'm very happy to be here. As I was sitting having lunch this afternoon, one of the questions that came up was, how do we fund these scholarships? Where does this money come from? Well, unfortunately, the money doesn't just appear. So, if you look over here in between the blue banner and the American flag, you'll see an orange vest. And that orange vest is a vest that we wear every September during the Kiwanis Peanut Day. And you might see Kiwanians on the weekend of, say, September 18th and 19th this summer at different street corners in Norton Shores, North Muskegon, Laketon Township, selling peanuts. And that's one of the fundraisers that we use to help provide scholarships to Muskegon County students. So when you see us out on the corners, and believe me, there's other people that are out there for very good causes too, sometimes it's difficult to say, this money's for scholarships, it goes to every school, because the cards, of course, are going by very, very quickly. So if ever anyone says to you, boy, yeah, they tried to sell me peanuts on the corner again, let them know. It's for a very, very good cause, and we're very proud to sponsor this luncheon every year. In a short time, we're going to start inviting the schools up to do presentations to the student that they've nominated. And my guess is that some of you have been here before, instructors from different high schools. There's a couple. And then there's a few that are probably here for the very first time too. So for those that have not been here, we'll kind of give you an idea, and we'll have presenters come up that have been here in the past. That might be able to give you a little bit of an idea of how it works, let you know how you can talk about your student and who you've nominated, to let them know, or let the group know, why you're here today. So again, thank you for your attendance today, and we'll get started. The first high school we'd like to call up today is Muskegon High School. And there's really no specific order that we do this. Otherwise, I think Whitehall would be last every year, and we don't want to do that to them. So if we can invite Muskegon High School. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Chandra Sane. I'm the guidance counselor at Muskegon High School. Can everyone hear me? I'm trying to use my teacher voice. Okay. I am honored to be here this afternoon with a young man that I've grown to love. This is Anthony Larson. He's a senior at Muskegon High School, and you must be from Holton. No? Who's from Holton? He said he knows someone from Holton. Okay.
There they are, back there.
Anthony says hi. Okay, so Anthony is a young man that you would not know the struggles that he's had. He's had a very transient and unstable life. His family has moved around a lot, and currently Anthony is living with the friend's family because he just needed someone, he needed to be grounded. And through it all, Anthony has the same demeanor, his pleasantness, his work ethic. Anthony's in the top 10 of our graduating class. He's a member of the National Honor Society. He's a member of student leadership. He is a very dutiful counseling office worker that we have first hour because he has 0 hours, so he's able to have a release hour where he comes and helps us out. And Anthony, he's a very hard worker. He's working now at Kmart to save money to go to college at MCC in the fall. He's still undecided, but I'm not worried about his future. I know it's very bright. He's a hard worker, as I said before, and he is the kind of person that you would want to have around you. He's a very honorable young man and always tries to do his best. So I present to you all Anthony Larson.
Congratulations. Best of luck this fall for sure. Thank you. Sometimes it's always tough to be the first person to get up and do that, so thank you very much. Generally, I would just read down the list and that kind of thing, but can I have another person or another school represented here today that has been here before that would like to bring their student up?
My name is Lois Eichen. I'm a counselor at Fruitport High School, and I brought with me one of our seniors. This is Emily Shreve. The reason the other counselor and myself both chose her immediately when we received the invitation to come because one of the criteria was someone who has shown personal growth, overcome obstacles, and we immediately thought of Emily because in 9th grade, and she'll probably be the first to admit this as we chatted, there was a lot of drama going on, and she was down in her office quite often with all the social drama with other students, usually other girls, in 9th grade. So as the years progressed, she grew and developed so much, and as she told me, what she has learned is that it's better to learn to understand other people. So she has really grown in that respect. And also, was it 10th grade? In 10th grade, Emily's family went through a house fire, and they lost everything. And what we've learned as we talked about that is, through that, she has grown to know that it's not the things in your life, but it's the people in your life, and it's your family that counts the most. And I think that's just had a huge impact on her and what she's doing, and she's just had a very successful high school career as the years have gone on. She's part of our bowling team, which went to regionals, and her highlight of the year was that she bowled 209, which was outstanding. Emily plans to go to Muskegon Community College and take classes so that she can become a preschool teacher. So we're very proud of her and the growth that she's had.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Best of luck this fall.
The Village at Park Terrace Senior Living Community, offering beautiful yet affordable 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes as well as 2-bedroom cottages. Rent includes a wide variety of exceptional services, from daily meals shared in the dining room or delivered to your door, to scheduled activities and social events, to 24-hour emergency on-call service. Their expert, caring staff is there to assist you with all of your retirement needs. The Village at Park Terrace Senior Living Community, where you can enjoy the luxuries and comfort of your own home without the work and worry.
The Health Hut, located at 3112 Henry Street in Norton Shores, offers a full line of natural and organic groceries, including fresh produce and free-range, hormone-free meats, eggs, cheese, and dairy provided by local farms. Taking pride in carrying products which contain no preservatives, additives, or unhealthy fats, their wide selection of allergen-free foods can accommodate most specialty diets. From frozen desserts and entrees to pastas, baking mixes and cereals, to soups and salad dressings, to chips, candy, and other snacks. The Health Hut. We have your good health in mind.
Is your loved one's health failing? Do they need the aid and attendance of other people for their daily living activities? Were they a veteran? If so, it is possible that they are eligible for a special pension called Aid and Attendance through the Veterans Administration that will assist in paying for their health care needs. There are 4 eligibility factors to consider, and you can find out if your loved one is eligible for any of these benefits just by making a phone call to elder law attorney Anna Duggins. She can be reached at 231-722-5415, or you can email her at aud@parmenterlaw.com.
Hi, I'm Brenda Harris with Nexus Realty, turning dreams into an address. I support DSETV.
Okay, is a representative from Mona Shores High School here today? Mona Shores, thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Vicki Swanson, a counselor at Mona Shores High School, and I brought with me Eric Barrientos, one of my, if I had favorites, he'd be one of my favorite students to work with. I first got to know Eric when he was a freshman, and I had him in an American history class where he was just a squirrely little boy, and it's been so fun to watch him grow over the years. I admire his family and their hard work that both of his parents grew up in Mexico where they received their education and then came here to America and worked very, very hard labor work to get to where they are now. And Eric will be first generation college, and he has huge aspirations for what he wants to do in the future, and I'm going to let him talk to you about that a little bit. But he really challenged himself. He's taken AP courses at Mona Shores. He has a 3.6 GPA. He was our homecoming king this year. He's been in all sorts of our fine arts programs. They had a major family crisis this year, and when I worked with Eric through that, I just saw a ton of maturity and poise as he overcame that with his family, just dealt with it in a very mature manner. And we're really excited to see where Eric's going to go in his future, and I'm going to let him talk for a minute a little bit about that.
Sweet. What's up, everybody? How you doing this beautiful afternoon? Good stuff. We're good. All right. My name is Eric Barrientos. I'm obviously from Mona Shores. It's been a pretty great high school career, I would say. As Mrs. Swanson has told you, I've been around doing kind of the same thing for most of my high school career. I've been in the choir program and the musicals, and that has really made me felt like I have a place of belonging here, and it feels really good to have something that I can excel at. And I'm very fortunate. I feel very grateful to have a fortunate little situation where I can be welcomed at the school and that I can be supported with family and friends. Earlier this year, that man over there, my little father, he got shot, and I'm very grateful to have him here today because it could have been a worse situation. So it's a good feeling to have all the things that have happened this year, and it just feels good to be here. I don't know really what else to say, but thanks for this great honor. Thank you. I'm hoping to go to University of Illinois at Chicago for acting and music because that's really what I'm into. It's like a passion, keeps me going. And so, yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Thank you.
Congratulations, Eric. Best of luck. The student from Muskegon Catholic High School, Zari Harris. They make it today? Yes, there they are. Please, come right on up.
Thank you first for the opportunity to nominate a student. I appreciate the opportunity from the Kiwanis Club. This has been this is my third year as the school counselor at Muskegon Catholic Central, and it just so happens to be Z's second year? Third year. You came with me. She came with me. We both started at the same time, and I remember standing in the hallway when she first came in for the interview. She was nervous. She was very nervous to transfer to our school. And she came with a group of girls, and I think that was comfort. It was a little piece of home for her. But along the way, Zane kind of developed her own self and her own identity. Despite the group of girls that came with her, they were all wonderful, wonderful young women, but Z, as I call her, as most of us call her, has grown into such a beautiful, beautiful young woman. She came, and she was a strong academic student to begin with, but she came partway through her high school career, and to transfer and leave her friends behind to come into a brand new school that had to wear uniforms and had to experience things that most high school students don't experience in the course of their day, like Mass on Wednesdays, like prayer, like required religion classes. That was something so very foreign to the course of her day. But I tell you what, she has been an amazing student. And not often have I seen in the last 3 years where a student transfers in and raises their GPA. And she's done that. In fact, she's raised her GPA all the way up to a 4 point right now, which is absolutely tremendous. So I'm so very proud of her. She's got wonderful, wonderful aspirations to become a pediatric nurse at DeVos Children's Hospital, and I have absolutely no doubt she will make it happen, because when Z puts her mind to something, there's no holding her back. She doesn't take no for an answer. In fact, many times she said to me, are you sure about that, Mrs. Higgs? Because I'm pretty sure I can make that happen. When it comes to course selection, when it comes to anything, such as volunteer service. I mean, when something wasn't fitting for her, we said, let's sit down and let's find an alternative solution to this. And she said, you mean we can think outside of the box? I don't have to do something this way? No, we thought outside of the box, and she was very successful. The one particular experience for her was in the elementary child care program. She did her volunteer hours. Every student at our school is required to do volunteer hours every year. And this year, Z's hours were devoted to the children in our elementary school, and she was working with them on art projects, because Z likes art a lot. And so she was kind of doing her own after-school art program as a way to meet her hours, because right after school was either volleyball, basketball, work, homework, a number of things took up her time. So she found a way to make her service something that was meaningful to her, something that brought her satisfaction, and it just delighted our children in the elementary school. And so with that, I'd like to introduce you to Zane Harris, somebody I find to be a remarkable young woman.
Congratulations and best of luck. Nathan Kane, Whitehall High School.
I'm very excited and pleased to be able to be here to present this award to Nathan. I met him as a very withdrawn middle school student who really appeared to have little interest in school. And with many ups and downs, twists and turns, he's grown into a young adult that is able to recognize his strengths and weaknesses and the changes that he has made as a result of his personal experiences. Nathan has volunteered at our White Lake Library for many summers, and as part of his senior class project, he had his whole group of seniors working at the White Lake Library and volunteering, so he was kind of the leader of that group. He's attended the Career Tech Center and the INST program.
Internet Networking and Security Technologies.
I always say elemental P because I can't remember the acronyms, and he corrects me every time. So I knew he would be here to correct me. And he plans to go on to Baker College to further his learning in the area of programming. Nathan has pushed through the challenges that he's faced, and he's able to stand here in just a few weeks with graduation and a future plan in the works. And I'm just very, very thankful to be here and to be able to recognize him. So congratulations.
Thank you, congratulations. Best of luck. Thank you for coming today.
Your child's education matters. That's why at Muskegon Public Schools, we encourage early childhood development by providing childcare, preschool, and Head Start. Two-way language immersion and academically focused after-school activities are also an option. High school students benefit from advanced placement classes, nationally recognized athletics and fine arts, and the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. For more information or to enroll, call 720-2000. Muskegon Public Schools, providing the best for every child, every day.
The Pizza Ranch, featuring a buffet that is guaranteed to please even the pickiest eaters. From a full soup and salad bar, pizzas and breadsticks, to mouth-watering roasted chicken, potatoes and gravy, vegetables, drinks and desserts, all for just one price. Their menu features a wide variety of delectable favorites. You can dine in, carry out, or have your meals delivered. There's something for everyone at the Pizza Ranch.
24 hours, 7 days a week, it's Ramos to the rescue. For accidents, lockouts, jump starts, tire changes, or gas delivery, the experienced drivers at Ramos Towing will be at your side within a matter of minutes. Whether it's a motorcycle, medium duty, or a flatbed, whatever you need, just remember, it's Ramos to the rescue.
Buckwheat Schultz and Associates Incorporated, investment products and services. For more information, call 799-9889 or 866-799-9889.
City Glass and Mirror features glass for every purpose, servicing both residential and commercial. Their full-service showroom displays every aspect of what City Glass has to offer. Handrails, closet systems, replacement windows, bath hardware, shower doors, and custom mirrors. They even offer auto glass and storefronts to see all they have to offer. City Glass and Mirror, located at 100 West 7th Street in Grand Haven and 631 Commerce Court, Suite 10 in Holland.
We recognize students from 14 different high schools here in Muskegon County. Unfortunately, we won't have 14 presenters today. When we pick this date, we generally have it the last Wednesday of April every year. So we, as members of the club, can kind of plan and make sure that we're available to be here. Unfortunately, school schedules sometimes conflict. And there were a couple of schools that are not here today, unfortunately, because they have their school testing and the students just were not able to get away. So those students' names are listed in the programs, and so again, because you might not see those individuals come up, that is probably the reason why. But thank you very, very much. How about, is April Derby here, Holton High School?
I've known April for the last 3 years, more on a personal level because of youth group. At a very young age, April was put into the foster care system. You were an infant, correct? Yeah. With the first time? At a very young age, she was adopted into the first family that she was adopted in. A little ways into that, she has 8 siblings. Part of her siblings were put in different foster care systems, adopted by different families. April and her sister stayed together. She had an issue where her family had disbanded, her adoptive family did, and she got put back in the foster care system. So she's in her second adoption. She's been with the family that she's with now for 4.5 years. She lives in Twin Lake. She's a senior at Holton High School. April will turn 18 tomorrow. She has a cumulative GPA of 3.442. She is a second-year student in the criminal justice program at the CTC. Her career goal is to be a police officer. April plans to attend Ferris State in the fall, and she's going to continue her studies of criminal justice. April is active in youth group. She will participate in a mission trip with us this June, so we're pretty excited about that. She's also active in the National Honor Society. She enjoys running, and she's participated in cross country at Holton, and she also recently ran in our color run that we had as a fundraiser at Holton. She's given back to the community by volunteering for the Hope Project through No More Sidelines. She helped with the kids' food baskets. With youth group, she's helped with shut-in visits at our nursing homes. She's helped with the road cleanups. She's also kind of worked a little bit with our local fire department, so she was a volunteer with them through the Norton Shores Fire Open House, and that's just to name a few. She could have a list of things that she's volunteered and worked for just as long as your arm. I'm pretty proud of her. At school, she's been awarded the Citizen of the Month Award. She is an honor student, and she has a certification of appreciation for volunteering, and she might have to explain what this is, in the MITESA.
It's MITESA.
MITESA.
It's a
Do you want to say what it is?
It's volunteering for police training.
Very nice. And she's done that a few different times. With the criminal justice program, I don't know if anybody's really familiar with it at the CTC Center. To get into the second year program, you have to apply and be accepted. And they only accepted 10 people this year, and she was one of the 10 people who got accepted. So that's a huge accomplishment for her. And then she's volunteered in different police training activities as well. It's my honor to be able to present April today for this award, and that it's a huge accomplishment for her, and I'm very proud of her.
Congratulations, April. Best of luck. Here's a young man that I met just today. I happened to have the opportunity and honor to sit with him today. Jordan Grabinski from Reese Puffer High School.
Jordan came to us at Reese Puffer, just kind of your, he would say, average performing student for the first couple of years of high school. And then something happened. In last year, he was injured in a gym class that resulted in him losing vision in his left eye permanently. And I think he has been for us when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade kind of thing. His grades have gone up. He has performed well in all of the activities that he's involved in, which, if you would like to imagine, he's also a member of and performing well for our varsity baseball team. Try without depth perception, hitting a 85-mile-an-hour fastball, and you'll find that it's going to take some persistence there for that to pay off. So Jordan is in our school marching band. He plays baseball. He has been a member of our stats and our impact team at school. And his plan in the future is to, next year, he'll be going to Great Lakes Academy to earn his medic's license to become an EMT, and in the future hopes to go on and plans to go on to become a full-time firefighter, just like his dad. I guess I'll say this: if I was a guy who was in a tight spot medically, one way or another, I'd want this guy coming to take care of me, because here's a guy who knows how to deal with adversity, situations where things maybe didn't work out perfectly, but he made the best out of it. And so we're very proud at Reese Puffer of Jordan Grabinski.
Congratulations, Jordan. Best of luck. Thank you for coming. Next, we're looking for the representative of Montague High School, Thomas Brogren.
Hi, I'm Julie Plunkett, counselor at Montague High School, and I'm so excited to bring Thomas today. I was so excited to nominate him. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, do you think Thomas is going to graduate high school? I don't think so. I was pretty worried. We were all pretty worried about Thomas. Just academically, wasn't passing a lot of classes. I think I counted like 11 Fs or something like that. Just a lot. He was just really struggling freshman, sophomore year, and just one of those kids we were really worried about. But as junior year kind of ended and he rolled into senior year, some of us, the teachers are like, Thomas is doing great. And I'm like, I know, don't jinx him. He has just really turned things around, and I've been really impressed by him. I was at the talent show. So I always get kids who don't want to take classes, and I kind of make them anyways. And I don't know how Thomas got in choir. I really doubt that he wanted to be there. But during the talent show, he's one of the only guys in the choir, and he's up there singing. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe this kid. And I'm really excited because he put it down as his favorite memory too, singing with the choir. And we've just been really impressed with him, and really excited to kind of highlight just the growth that he's had in the last 2 years. What he wrote in his paper was, I realized that if I didn't do good, my future wouldn't be that good. And I just have been so impressed. So really excited to bring Thomas and his mom, Deborah, and to highlight all the growth. So we're really proud of him at Montague.
Congratulations, Thomas. Thank you. Best of luck. Thanks for being here today. And next, can we invite up April Merriweather from Muskegon Heights Academy.
Good afternoon. I come to you from Muskegon Heights Academy. My name is Fatima McKinney, and I am the graduation coach there. I bring to you April Merriweather. Before I became the graduation coach, I was a teacher, and I had April for probably all her high school years, and she was really, really, really shy. I could not get her to, just trying to get her to voice her opinion or let her voice be heard. It was a challenge, but I have watched April grow and blossom into the flower that I know she is. And now she talks. And just getting her to stop, and I am so pleased to see that growth in her. She participated in the Leadership Academy, where she is now on stage doing plays. She do announcements. She also is just have academically grown into a beautiful person. And I'm happy to have been her teacher and now assisting her in her senior year as a graduation coach. So I would also like to thank you for having us, because this is my first time. I'm a newbie, so this is my first time here, but I really appreciate having the opportunity to even nominate April as a recipient of this scholarship. Thank you.
Congratulations, best of luck. Western Michigan Christian, Hannah Hughes.
My name is Stephanie Kramer. I'm a teacher over at Western Michigan Christian High School. I have Hannah in chemistry class. I haven't taught at the high school for very long, but I've had an opportunity to get to know Hannah over the past year as she's been in chemistry. I'm honored to be able to give this award to her. She has been a joy to have in chemistry. She always is asking a question, wanting to understand more about this subject. Frustrated until she gets the right answer and then is able to move on. She's overcome some obstacles in her life and gone on to succeed in a variety of ways. Her mom is here with her, and her mom has had a long time struggle with cancer. Hannah has been involved in some fundraising events, raising money, packaging, I think it's care packages for chemotherapy patients, a variety of things. Hannah also runs track. She was qualified for state last year, running hurdles. So it's an honor for me to present the award to Hannah, so congratulations.
Congratulations. Best of luck. Thank you so much for being here.
For nearly 9 years, West Michigan Driving Academy has been providing Muskegon County with complete, comprehensive driver's education. Students spend time both in the classroom and on the road in a state-approved driver's education vehicle with state-certified instructors. West Michigan Driving Academy is the only school in Muskegon that offers both day and evening classes throughout the summer. Accident-free with 150 years of combined experience, you will drive safe at West Michigan Driving Academy.
For years, people have put together photo collages for special occasions. They
go through the photo album and old shoe boxes and pull out their favorite photos and put them on poster boards. The boards are a great way of sharing stories, but it can be a pretty tedious job. Well, we here at Clocks, we want to make that job easier for you. So just bring us all the photos and we'll scan them into the computer, and then we'll print out the collages on our large format printer. That way, all the photos will be in digital format so you can share them with your friends and relatives.
Muskegon's Hackley Public Library is an excellent source for help, information, and great entertainment on virtually any topic. The friendly, knowledgeable staff is always available to help you with finding information on any topic you need. They can help you with using the free public access computers, and they look forward to showing you books, audio CDs, DVDs, and much more. Whether you live in the city or outside, the Hackley Public Library in downtown Muskegon is there to help with everything imaginable.
From Oak Ridge Senior High School, Shannon Depender.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Rob Patton, one of the counselors at Oak Ridge, and I'm so pleased to be here with the opportunity to introduce Shannon Depender. She's an outstanding senior at Oak Ridge High School. Repeatedly through my 4 years as working with her as her guidance counselor, I come back to one word that forms my impression of her, and that is poise, or grace in persona, or balance. In my work as a counselor, I have the opportunity to work with a lot of students who don't have that skill, but it seems that no matter the situation, Shannon embodies that. For me, she's a model for students in how to carry yourself as a person. She contributes so much to Oak Ridge beyond this way of carrying herself. Other more obvious things, she's in drama, National Honor Society, Student Council, our prom committee, varsity softball, several other events and extracurriculars that she participates in. She's an active student and is successful in the classroom. Other students might believe that she's one that has no troubles and that everything just works out for her. I don't think that's true. I actually think it's her way of carrying herself and her focus on positivity that adds so much to her resiliency and overall success. Teachers have said things to me like, if I had kids and needed a babysitter, she is the first person from our whole school that I would want to ask for that. They said she'll be a big achiever. She has a vibrant personality. She's someone who cares about people. The teachers were enthusiastic as they told me these things about her, and I know them to be true myself. One other piece that kept coming up is family and family support. Shannon's one of 5 children to her parents, Larry and Karen. Mom Karen's here today, along with her grandparents. As each of these kids move through Oak Ridge, I'm hearing that teachers wonder what kind of magic formula their parents must have used at birth with all of them. One teacher said to me that Shannon seems grounded in family, and that is so important. I know the family had a major fire in their home a year or so ago. It was a devastating loss. I can recall thinking at that time that Shannon and her older sister Nicole seemed to carry on without a ripple of disturbance. At least outwardly it seemed that way. I also know that's not true. But it was that poise and that balance, that being grounded in family that must have provided a strength for her. A strength where, quite literally, you could burn the house down with what life will throw at you, but you could not shake the foundation at home, which is so strong that she'll recover and will carry on and will continue to work towards those goals she sets for herself, which are so admirably high in the first place. I'd like to ask Shannon to share where she plans to go after she graduates from high school at Oak Ridge, and maybe what leads her to the occupational calling that she'll pursue. And I'm pleased to present Shannon Depender from Oak Ridge.
I got accepted into the Lyman Briggs Residential College at Michigan State. So that's where I'll be going for pre-med.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Best of luck. Thanks for being here today. Thanks, Rob. Good to see you. Thanks. On behalf of all the Kiwanis members here today, I'd like to thank the parents, grandparents, guardians, loved ones, friends, teachers, counselors, those of you that have been here today to help honor the students from your schools. It's a joy for us, again, as Kiwanians, to be able to put on this luncheon. And as I told some others, it's the best day in the world, for me anyway, to be a Kiwanian. So thank you again so much for being here. A couple of things before we dismiss today. I have a list up here of the schools, names, addresses, and that kind of thing. But every year things change. And the guidance counselor that I talked to last year might not be the one who was here this year. So we're trying to update our records. So teachers, counselors, if you have a business card, if you have any information that we need to have to update, just so that we can stay in touch with you to make sure that we're getting the information to the right people so that it makes it a little bit easier every April. Please take some time if you can to either A, drop off a business card or update some information up here. That would be of great help. Thank you. Now, one more thing for the students. Going back to civics class. Anybody know who's on a $20 bill? Jackson. There it is. Just because you had the right answer doesn't mean you're going to get this. But I will tell you that I'm going to give this to somebody today. One of the students. Anybody? Any of the students interested? See a show of hands? Yeah, there we go. A couple. First of all, I just want to take a look at this 20. It's pretty good. Nice, crisp. But sometimes they end up crumpled. And sometimes they get stepped on. Anybody still want it? Still a few hands out there that want that 20. I just want to tell you a little bit. Excuse me. It didn't matter what I did to this $20, but you know it's still worth 20 bucks. There will be many times in our life that we get crumpled, dropped, and stepped on. And sometimes it makes us feel like we're not worth anything. But no matter what happened to this 20, and no matter what happens to you, you'll never lose value. Dirty or clean, crumpled or finely creased, you are still priceless to those who love you. The worth of our lives comes not in what we do or who we know, but by who we are. You are special. Don't forget it. Now, who gets the 20? I have a birthday tomorrow. Sometimes this luncheon falls right on my birthday. This year it misses by 1 year, or by 1 day. So I want to give this 20 to the person that has a birthday closest to today. And my guess is I know who that person is because it got mentioned earlier. But by any chance, does anybody have a birthday today out of the students? How about somebody on April 30th? April? Is anyone on April 28th? Does anybody have a birthday April 28th? Because sometimes you could be close either way. April 30th, come on up. Again, thank you very much, everyone, for attending today. Again, we appreciate you being involved with us and allowing us to recognize the students throughout our community. Thank you again.
Established in 1973 by Paul M. Lattis, Lattis & Hoops Law Offices has been a multi-service law firm specializing in accident cases, personal injury, wrongful death, Social Security disability, divorce, probate and wills, and real estate. When it comes to choosing the right attorney for your legal needs, don't choose out of town, choose local legal counsel. It really pays. It's experience when it counts. It's Lattis & Hoops Law Offices.
Culver's Concrete Mixers, the creamiest way to eat a Reese's peanut butter cup. We put as much care into our fresh frozen custard as Reese's puts into its peanut butter cups. Not only do we use family farm fresh dairy, we also use the best vanilla and cocoa beans. Handcrafting each concrete mixer, it creates a perfect blend. Which brings us back to this, the creamiest way to eat a Reese's. Put the spoon in straight and tall, you've got a perfect concrete mixer. Welcome to Delicious.
In the 150 years we've been in business, many things have changed. Our greatest achievements are rooted in the things that haven't. Years ago, the person you called banker was also the person you called friend. When it came to service, there were fewer layers and friendlier smiles. And banks earned the trust of their customers and community while working tirelessly not to lose it. At Independent Bank, all this remains true today. Sure, we've made advances that help customers bank more conveniently and more comfortably. But at the end of the day, we know that people really need a trustworthy partner committed to their financial goals, dreams, and aspirations. And we've been happy to be that partner since 1864.